You've been teaching through the book of Genesis, chapters 1 and 2, and now we're in chapter 3. I'm going to do a quick review of chapter 1, creation, right? What was created on day 1? Light. Oh, hold on. Who can give me all 6 days? What was created on all 6 days? Who knows them all? You cheat. You're cheating. Are you ready?
Done.
You give me day 1 through 6, all the way through. Day 1 is light. Day 2, the atmosphere. Day 3. You're cheating. One person who can name all 6 days. Think about it. Okay. Next week, who's going to be here next week? Who is going to take that challenge? Let's review. Day 1, light. Day 2, or I would accept the sky, or I would accept space. I'll accept any of those answers. I'm a very flexible person, right? I have mercy, no matter what tells. Day 3, dry land and plants. The green things, okay? Dry land and green plants. Day 4, the sun and the moon, and the stars. Day 5, French fries, right? Fish and fowl. Day 6, land, animals, and man. Man and woman, mankind, right? 6 days of creation. Then, we saw the Garden of Eden. What happened on it was finished, right? God stopped. He rested. That doesn't mean he was tired. But he stopped his work. So now, in chapter 2, we see the Garden of Eden. Where is the Garden of Eden? Right. It's obscure. We don't know. It's probably right. It was near a river. What else is there? Trees. How much? A lot. All different kinds. Fruit. Who was that? Good. And what? The devil tempted Eve, and Eve ate the fruit. Was Eve? Was she? Yes. So she ate the fruit. What about Adam? Was ate the fruit. It was a sin, right? And why did they do that? Because they were naked, but they were ashamed. They were ashamed. They finally understood. Their eyes were open and they realized what they had done, what they had feel. Guilty. They felt guilty. Now, we started on this last week about the curse. And who was cursed first? The snake, or Satan. He was the first one cursed. And it was his curse that he would crawl on his belly. What about Satan? That he would be an enemy of the woman and what happened today? This is important. He will crush your head. What does that mean? Satan, the devil, will be destroyed by Jesus. Thy seed, the seed of the woman, meaning the woman's descendant. In the future, she would have a male descendant who will crush Satan's head. And who was that? Jesus Christ. That's important, yes. So it was the woman's curse. Pain during childbirth.
Good.
What else? Yeah, what else? Submission to the man. They're negative, right? As part of the curse. Also, the man, what was the man's curse? We didn't finish that, we'll finish it today. His curse was that he would work hard. He wouldn't have to sweat. He would have to dig in the ground. It's not easy. You know, they had lots of trees, they could just grab a piece of fruit anytime they want. But now they're going to have to scratch in the ground and plant seeds and get rid of the weeds. Just to get a little bit of a crop. Hey, I finally got one. After all this work, you know, they have to work now to survive. It's not free. The food is not free for the taking anymore. They started out with no tools. I'm sure they developed tools pretty quickly. Right? They had to use stone plows or whatever. But God knew it was going to happen. It was not God's plan, but God knew it would happen. Because God knows everything. God gave Adam and Eve a choice. Do you want the garden or not? You eat this forbidden fruit, it's your fault. It's your choice, right? Also, sweat and that they would die. I took you out of the dust. And when you die, you will go back to dust. It doesn't really say anything else. And Adam called his wife's name Eve. What does Eve mean? Why did I ask? There's a Spanish word. What does it mean? You don't know? Maybe you've heard the name. The word Ave Maria, what is the song? Typically, it's sung at Christmas. What's it about? Right. Mary, Maria. Mary and Ave. Mother. So Eve is a word that means what? Mother. Because she was the mother of all living. And to Adam also and to his wife, and the Lord God made coats of skins and clothed them. What kind of skin? What does that mean? Animal skins. We see the first clothing. So, the first sewn clothing, Adam and Eve saw what God did there, where He took the pelts and they were clothes for Him. Why did they need clothes? Because they were naked. When you raise your hand, what? You said that God sewed them, and Adam and Eve watched. They couldn't see God. No man can see God. No man can see God in His full glory. I agree with that. But Adam and Eve saw God when He came to them in some form. Who would have been? This would have been God, but they didn't see God in His full glory. We see God in His full glory when we die. God will not, but we see through the Bible, we see people who have been in the presence of God, not His full glory, but they have seen part of His glory. Adam and Eve saw God, not His full glory, but they did see God. And God came to Adam and Eve. You make a time machine and what kind of animals? Then he asked, what kind of animals? Could have been cattle. Could be dinosaurs. From ostriches. Lots of different kinds of animals to make. Cattle, yes. Tell us that last week.
Then,
Clothing for Christ. Right. It says, skins. Why? Husband, wife, sex with each other, naked. Adam and Eve will not hear us. It's not a county question. It's a good question. Answer. Did they feel shame? Why did they feel shame? Right. Right. That's important. I'm not ashamed when my wife and I are together naked. I'm ashamed. That's beautiful, but Adam and Eve didn't have anybody else there.
By the way,
See, later on, but we don't see that right now. You're right. Okay, we'll start here, but here, thanks for. Man and woman are together in marriage. Man and woman together. Naked. Their home. Private. Now, Adam and Eve. Maybe. They might have had a cave. They might have had some kind of shelter. You know, a building, we don't know what it looked like. And again, we don't know that. Possibly a cave, but in general, in public, even if they were naked, if we're naked, we feel ashamed. And it's the result of sin. The result of the choice to eat the fruit. So God clothed them so they wouldn't be naked, okay? What is that? Skins. Doesn't say what kind of skin. Could be sheep, could be cow, could be kangaroo, doesn't say. Doesn't say. That's my point. The Bible doesn't say what kind of sheep, what kind of skin. Doesn't say it's sheep. It just says skin. And God made the And the Lord God said, behold, man is become as one of us. Now, hold on. What does it mean? The man has become as like us, has become as one of us. God and man. What's the same? What is the same? In the beginning, what does it say? How are we the same as God? Notice what it says. To know good and evil. And that means that they now had knowledge. They had conscience. Sometimes we sign it like this, but it's knowledge. Did Adam have this knowledge before he sinned? Did he know right from wrong? No. They had one rule. What was that rule?
Go tree, go.
That tree. That was it. Now, their minds have been blown, and they know good from evil. We call that morality. What does the word morality mean? What's this word mean? Values, morality. What does that mean? They know right from wrong. For example, I know you tend to think about things. Like take the key to your car, I'm gonna steal your car. Is that right or wrong? Told you that stealing is wrong. Your conscience tells you that. Talking a lot, I'm gonna kill him. Right or wrong? I'm gonna kill him. How do I know what's wrong with him? How do I know? I know it in my gut. I know that it's wrong. Now. Commandments. You gotta get up. They already knew. haven't talked about that yet.
Nah.
So, the man knows right from wrong. And now, before he takes the fruit from the tree of life, he needs that and lives forever. Now we're going to take him and put him out. Now, Steve asked me before, a few weeks ago, God forbid them to eat from the tree of life. No. Only one tree was forbidden, and which one was it? Knowledge of good and evil. Was the tree of life open for business? Absolutely. They could eat from that tree. But Adam and Eve hadn't eaten from that tree yet. Just suppose, what if they had eaten from that tree of life and they lived forever? What would that mean? That's a good question. And I don't know. I don't have the answer. If we build a time machine, maybe we'll there's no answer. We just have a story. We don't have an answer as to what happened. But God did not create evil. God created the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Yes. But God himself did not make evil. Right, I understand that. I understand that. Right? God did not make evil. I don't understand what the word evil means. What does it mean? The word evil, what does it mean? Bad, right? Is God bad? Is there any bad in him? So he can't make evil.
Give up.
You find it
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. So, the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. Now, hold on. I'll get back to you. Hold on. I promise I will. To till the ground from which he was taken. Who's he? He. Who's he? Here. Who is this he? God. He drove out the man. God drove out the man. What does that mean? He kicked him out. He pushed him out of the garden. And he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims. What are they? Angels. Angels. And a flaming sword. Which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. So, the point is, Adam and Eve were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. And why were they kicked out? Because they sinned. God said, this place is a righteous place, it is a holy place, this place is perfect. Now you've ruined it. With your sin.
Out. Out.
So he kicked them out. Would you and I see the tree of life again?
Yes. Where?
Where, Patty?
Where?
In
Out.
heaven.
Out.
We will see the tree of life again in heaven.
Where?
God sent the angels to guard Eden after he cast out Adam and Eve. Yeah, man was responsible for the woman.
Yeah. Hey.
They were really angels, yes.
Go out.
But I don't know what they look like.
Good.
You know, this is just a picture that cherubim. Sometimes you look like people, but sometimes they look very
Get
different.
back.
Look at Ezekiel.
Down.
They're scared. They were pushed out because they ate the fruit, right? So they were kicked out. Right. Right. After it's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the angels guarded it. Adam and Eve were kicked out of the garden. They couldn't get back. They couldn't get back. Did you find the verse? Want to share with everyone?
Heaven. Back.
I understand. I'll explain that. May God cause things to happen to people that are bad. Yes, He can.
Yeah.
For example, can God cause things to happen to people that are bad? I'll give you an example. The 10 plagues of Egypt,
Okay.
the death of the firstborn. It's a hard subject to teach, but God did that. God ordered the murder of children. Now, some people look at that and say, God is awful. He kills children. Come on. The rest of the world does say that, yes. In Isaiah, God says, I can do whatever I want. I'm God. So we know God does right. God is righteous. But it doesn't always mean that it's good. People, right. exactly the word I'm looking for, judgment. You're right, that's the right word. Now, whose fault is it that their children died? Whose fault? Is it God's fault? Whose fault is it? Really? It's Pharaoh's fault. When Pharaoh of Egypt, it was his fault. He would not let the Israelites go. Moses said, let my people go. And he kept saying no. Once, twice, oh, okay, fine, I'll let you go. No, that was a misunderstanding, you got to stay. Then he was saying you can go, and then changing his mind. And the last one, he said, you have disgusted me so much, I'm just going to throw you out. So he was hard-hearted, right? So he says, I, the Lord, have done these things. I did not create evil. I made bad things happen. Right, God looked at the word. Where does it say God does not create? You find the verse in John. You find the verse in John. So I know where the verse is, I'll find it. You find it, tell me.
That's not good part.
So I plan to start on chapter 4, but you all are slow.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll start. Okay, we'll get into chapter 4 here for a few minutes. They made their own. God said, well, these are a temporary covering. I'm going to give you something permanent. So really, it was more than an addition. God gave them a permanent covering, not a temporary. Genesis 4, beginning of murder. And Adam knew Eve was wife. Is that what this means? He knew her? Is that the right sign? He said, oh yeah, I know Eve. When it talks about knowing his wife, talking about sex. They were together, they were naked. Sexually. First time the Bible left this appears, right? But sex appears. So, did Adam and Eve have sex in the Garden of Eden? I don't know. The Bible doesn't mention it. So I don't know. I wasn't there. But now, they got kicked out of the Garden of Eden, and Adam lays, I'm going to sign it like this, lays with Eve. And she conceives. She's not pregnant. And bear, animal, no, not a bear. Was she naked? Was that a bear? No. She gave birth. There are lots of different meanings of the word. She gave birth to Cain and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And he again bare his brother Abel. Abel was a keeper of sheep. Cain was a tiller of the ground. Now, Marianne had a question. was with, here, I forgot what that other word is. Let's see if I can find it real fast.
Yeah.
Home. I'll go with a home.
Spear and create. He says, I've gotten a man from the Lord. So. I could add more. But I'm not gonna add anymore. So she could be talking about the body. What we didn't have,
Yeah,
a spear,
yeah.
that could be it. But I have gotten a man from the Lord. That's what she says. And then Abel, the second.
Yeah.
Means empty. I don't know, but one was a tiller of the ground and one was a shepherd. Hold on. We're not gonna talk about that yet.
Oh, wow.
We don't have time.
I
Save
see
that
that.
comment for next week. So now, we know what to expect to talk about next week with these two guys, Cain, who tilled the ground, and Abel,
Sugar, yeah,
who was the
sugar.
shepherd. Sorry, time's out. We'll save it for next week, okay? Jesus crushed Satan. It happened later, much later. It's a prophecy in Revelation. It will happen. Jesus will crush his head. In the future, right, later. So it's important to remember, we as humans still have choices. Today, God provides you with choices. You do not have to follow the desires of your flesh. You have a choice. You can make a choice to follow God or follow your own pleasures. That's what's important to understand. I encourage you to follow and seek after God. Not to do your own thing, right? Church will start in about 12 minutes. God, we thank you for your word, for the story of Adam and Eve. It's sad to see them sin, but at the same time, we are thankful for the promise of eternity in the future. We are thankful for your Son, who was promised that he will crush Satan's head, and he will defeat Satan